Hottest stars under fire for posting a disturbing video to his millions of followers. And
they told me there would be tea. Oh, it's a disaster.
They're spilling tea about Mariah's New Year's Eve makeup performance, Steve Harvey's wild style, and all of the craziest, cringiest moments. Plus, special guest co-host Ana Navarro. Let's fire up Hot Topics with Whoopi, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
Welcome back. This is our first. Thank you, baby. This is our first live show. Since the holidays,
Right.
so we're kind of glad to be back. And we got the fabulous Ana Navarro.
Thank you.
She's guest co-hosting with us because.
Welcome in 2018.
Welcome to 2018. And she's one of the reasons she's sitting here is because we have a new baby to say hello to.
It's not mine, though. Even though after all this food, I feel like it's mine. It's mine.
Sarah Haynes, who welcomed in addition to the family, she gave birth to Sandra Grace on December 23rd. So congratulations, Max and Sarah and big brother Alex. And another member of the View family also welcomed a new arrival. Our production assistant, Jessica Verte, had a baby girl named Zoe. Yeah, baby. Look, she's like, don't bother me. I'm asleep. I'm
I
happy.
thought Jessica was having a boy, and now she has a girl named Zoe. Did I get that wrong?
Perhaps.
I thought she was having a boy.
She's a girl?
She's a girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah. But Sarah's such a champ. I kept on texting her. I'm like, where is she? Where's the baby? And it was like December 20th, 21st, 22nd. And then she just popped the baby out on the 23rd.
She did something that no one does anymore. She named that baby after her mother.
Yes, she did. So nice.
Beautiful name.
And so how was everybody's break? What'd you do? How'd you go? Where'd you go? What'd you do?
I went nowhere because I'm from Miami and it's 70 degrees and sunny and I should still be there. And I ate and then I ate some more and then when it wasn't tied down, I ate that too. But you know, I worked in Boca Raton as a job in Boca Raton, Florida, and then I flew to Aruba.
Right.
And I stayed in Aruba for a few days, and then I flew back to New York from there. It's like a long flight. I was going to go to Puerto Rico, but we know what happened there.
Yeah.
So I flew back, and I thought, why don't I just go to Atlantic City from now on? Because I didn't go on the beach. I hate the beach.
Yeah, you're not tan at all.
I'm not tan because I don't do that.
Yeah.
And I gambled. They have a casino. I won $500. I gave back 400. I ate in every restaurant, and I went for spa treatments, and I enjoyed myself. I don't need to go 5 hours in a plane. Go to Atlantic City.
That's true.
Yes.
You can.
Am I right?
Yes.
I told that to a couple of people. They said that was a terrible idea.
Well, let me tell you something. You say that now, but we have news for you. But go ahead.
What?
Oh, I actually went to Haiti, even though President Trump says that all Haitians have AIDS, right? Allegedly, that's what he said. My husband's family, his father is from Haiti, and so they're investing in Haiti. They're building a medical center, they're building a learning center. And they actually, it was incredible. And they also own a beach resort, Calico Beach Resort, and most of the clientele are missionaries. So you have this incredible resort experience, but then your kids also get to learn to do good work for other people. So it was just like, and I gotta tell you, Haiti, did you see those pictures? Don't I look like I'm in a swimming pool? I am in the ocean, and people would come by on these boats with lobster. I was like, what? And so
I know it's shocking to people but that's where lobster comes from.
Yeah, I mean,
Ocean, Maine.
It was so incredible. They came by on boats with
Right.
artwork, so
Yeah.
it was beautiful.
Beautiful artwork
Yeah,
in Haiti.
Oh,
fabulous.
beautiful.
What'd you do, Miss May?
I was in Arizona with my family, and I just got off the phone with my father. Do your physical therapy. We were on the phone. And he's with his physical therapist right now. They're still in Sedona. Just, again, super, you had a good time just cooking and hanging out. And
So he
my
seemed
family the whole
okay.
time. He's doing good. Thank you very much. It was wonderful to spend time with him. Yeah.
I have to tell you, John McCain makes the best barbecue ribs in the world.
Yes, he does. And you told me you have dreams about them, and he did it like 3 different times, and I just kept asking for them, and I eat them for breakfast the next morning.
What's the secret?
It's dry ribs, and I can't give it away on national television. He would literally kill me and fly to New York. But yeah, it was nice. I mean, it was very mellow, just with our family, but it was really nice.
Yeah.
And you?
I went into my room. I closed the door, and I didn't come out until this morning. I didn't talk to anybody. I spoke to no one. I saw no one.
Wow.
I did not take in the mail. Because it was one of the few times in my life where the family was all in Los Angeles because they made a big move, and I didn't want them to have to come back and forth. Yeah. And they said, well, when are you coming? I said, well, I'll call. My daughter was like, you had no intention of coming. You were not coming at all. I said, no, I just needed the break.
I think that's called human hibernation.
Yeah.
Well,
So nice.
Whoopi in the
It was
cave.
good. Whoopi in the cave, man. And it was like, I don't care. If people would call, I put on a different accent. They'd be like, may I speak to Whoopi Goldberg, please? I said, Whoopi not here.
I don't speak in English.
Sometimes I was Italian, sometimes I was Spanish, it didn't matter. Sometimes I would, be Australian, it didn't matter. I like cheering home. But, New Year's Eve, I assume everybody had a momentary thing on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And there were lots of memorable moments on television. Mariah Carey returned to Times Square a year after giving her performance from last year, and folks said she sounded great. And here's a moment also everyone is talking about. Take a look.
Happy New Year. I just want to take a sip of tea if they'll let me. They told me there would be tea. Oh, it's a disaster. Okay, well, we'll just have to rough it. I'm going to be just like everybody else with no hot tea. But we're going to try and do this one for you.
She was having fun. She was having fun,
Is she poking fun at herself?
I think so.
I don't care what she does. She can be the biggest diva ever. I expect nothing less from... You're Mariah Carey. It's fine. I don't care.
She plays it up a little, I think. She
Yeah.
likes it. Why not?
Yeah.
And frankly, we're going to have her out there in that cold weather.
Get the tea.
You can get her some tea.
Get her the damn tea.
Well, but I'm sorry.
I want some
There
tea
should have been a whole thing. There should have been people just running tea to her.
Right?
Because she don't have anything on, and you don't want her to have anything. You want her to look like Mariah Carey, but it's below 4 degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what,
cold.
girlfriend needs a tea endorsement.
Well,
Can you
I'd have
believe
made
how
some
cold
tea.
it was?
And
Can you believe how cold
Yeah,
it
I
was
can believe
here?
it's New York, baby.
Yeah, but
wait.
But Trump said that now is there global warming when it's cold? He doesn't even
He don't
understand
know.
climate
Listen,
change.
But there's a lot of things.
I couldn't. I'm sorry.
I said, no
lot of
worries.
things
We're
you
back.
didn't understand.
There's a lot of things folks didn't understand, like Steve Harvey's wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
People were freaking out.
I loved this more than I've loved. This started my new year off in the best way. Someone tweeted at Lester Lee, Steve Harvey looks like a Batman villain that has captured Times Square and will kill civilians unless Batman answers all of his riddles. I mean, he looks amazing. I love it.
The turban.
I
Okay, the
love it.
turban
Yeah.
under the... You had a do-rag on under that hat.
We know how to keep our ears warm. Okay? We know what to do. That's why we got all this hair, because we're not
I bet
playing.
you that if that coat goes on eBay, or somebody's going to be
somebody's-
making
It
one
does
that
look like the
yeah.
Olivia Pope coat from
Yeah.
Scandal. I felt like he didn't have any friends. Like, didn't someone tell him? Right?
Who's that?
What?
It's
What are you
like
talking about?
your friends usually tell you, I know you think it looks good, but like maybe
Yeah, but nobody
it's not
listens
a
to their
hot
friends.
look.
People never listen to their friends, because if they did, they'd look better.
Yeah, he would look better.
Oh, he looked okay.
You think so?
Yeah, he
I thought
did.
he looked adorable.
He looked okay.
We're talking about him 2 days later.
Yeah,
Was he
that's
warm? Okay, he was warm.
He did
was
look
happy.
warm.
And it was winter white.
That's right. There you go. And Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, I guess, co-hosted over at CNN, but the network took some heat for having correspondent Randy Kay board a bus full of people who were imbibing in Denver. It's legal in Denver, so it was fine for her to get on the bus with them.
I know you are offended and horrified by this, Whoopi.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge problem.
I was offended I wasn't there.
She was like on a marijuana bus. She was on a pot bus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, and I have to say, congratulations, California. Because recreational marijuana just became legal. And some say it could make billions of dollars a year for the state. And that would be great because the state could really use
So maybe
some
you
money.
will go visit your family over there.
Well, you know, I tell you, I'm not a smoker, but this is for folks who have been waiting a very long time, fighting for this, who don't drink, who are not necessarily into other stuff, but find that this is what helps them get through the night. So it's
Also,
interesting.
When I lived in LA, everyone I know that was doing this had like a medical card when they were like, my toe hurts. And I'm glad that people are now being honest. It's okay if you want to smoke a little pot at the end of the night, but all the people that I knew that had the medical card,
I just want them to legalize something that doesn't give me the munchies. Not all of it does that. Depends on what you use.
Well, yeah, not all of it does that.
Yeah.
I can let
If I need one more excuse to have Cheetos.
64% of Americans support legalizing it, by the way. It's now the majority. Just saying.
You know, it's when I was a prosecutor, we were always told that it's a gateway drug, and we put many people in jail for that. Many people, and I enforced the law, so I did it as well. So I wonder now that the pendulum has swung, and you're saying 64% of Americans, what are they going to do? Are they going to let the people that are serving long prison terms for marijuana trafficking out of jail?
One of the things that seems to be happening, there are, well, no, even if you were carrying and you got busted.
Yeah, but selling is...
What is starting to happen now is state by state, people are looking at who's been in jail, why they were put in jail, and they're doing all kinds of stuff. But, you know, just a note before we go on this gateway idea. Anything, if you're an addictive personality, if you're an overindulger, everything is a gateway drug.
True.
Sex is a gateway drug, chocolate is a gateway drug, all of it. You know, so...
I find that I am addicted to Scrabble. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to Scrabble on my iPad.
You are?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
With friend person.
Yeah.
I don't play with anybody.
I'm just going to leave that alone. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
Still ahead, stand up for CK. How Dave Chappelle is defending disgraced comedian Louis C.K. on his new show. See ya 2017.
Bye-bye.
And hello New Year and new views. Woo! And in this new year, look who's getting their view on. Drum roll, please. Ashley, Wendy, Meredith, Catherine, Rob, Jordan, plus Rose McGowan on sexual harassment in Hollywood. And when it comes to fearless women, look no further. And oh, did we mention Sarah just had a baby?
Wow!
So look who's stepping into co-hosts. Yara Shahidi, Greta Van Susteren, and Niecy Nash. Oh yeah, the topics will be hot. Right? New year, new view. Let's get things started.
Jimmy's gotten used to his whole room smelling like sweaty odors. Yep, he's gone nose blind. He thinks it smells fine, but his mom smells this. Luckily, there's Febreze Fabric Refresher for all the things you can't wash. It finds odors trapped in fabrics and washes them away as it dries. And try Pluggable Febreze to continuously eliminate odors for up to 45 days of freshness. Pluggable Febreze and Fabric Refresher. 2 more ways to breathe happy.
Feel the power of TheraFlu Express Max. New power to fight back. TheraFlu's powerful new formula to defeat 7 cold and flu symptoms fast. So you can play on. TheraFlu Express Max. New power.
In this home, I get to teach these kids that new things can become favorite things.
Taco time!
What matters most is made at home.
So you like to cook. And you're curious about meal kits, but don't know where to start. All you have to do is... Oh, you're already done. With Home Chef, get fresh ingredients and easy-to-follow recipes delivered weekly for delicious meals in about 30 minutes. Visit homechef.com for $30 off your first order.
Trident gum is bursting with more flavor, which is much better than a previous idea we had, gum that's just bursting. Trident, bursting with more flavor. Much better idea.
I've had muscle cramps for as long as I can remember. But now that I'm using TheraWorks Relief, they have stopped. This is the only thing in my entire life that has actually worked.
Get TheraWorks Relief today at TheraWorksRelief.com.
From the first moment you met, it was love at first touch. And all you wanted to do was surround them in comfort and protection. That's why only Pampers Swaddlers is the #1 choice of hospitals. To wrap your baby in blanket-like softness and premium protection. So that all they feel is love. Wishing you love, sleep, and play, Pampers.
It's time to drop all those unhealthy pounds that have been weighing you down.
I dropped 135 pounds.
I lost 55 pounds on Nutrisystem.
I'm down 41 pounds.
Introducing Turbo 13 from Nutrisystem. Now with all new turbo boosters to rev your metabolism. Lose up to 13 pounds and 7 inches overall in your first month. Lose weight fast. Money back guaranteed.
I'm Marie and I dropped 50 pounds on Nutrisystem.
Order your 28-day plan right now and we'll rush you Turbo 13 with specially designed meals. Plus 1 week of all new NutriCurb bars to curb cravings free. And 1 week of turbo shakes to help shrink your belly free.
41 pounds? Down.
Call or go online in the next 2 minutes and get 1 week of all new turbo boosters to rev your metabolism free. Lose up to 13 pounds and 7 inches overall in your first month.
If I can do it, you can do it. Join me in the millions of people who have lost weight with Nutrisystem.
Go online or call 833-809-SIZE right now and get Turbo 13 with bars, shakes, and turbo boosters free.
Smile, Dad.
I take medication for high blood pressure and cholesterol, but they may not be enough to protect my heart.
Adding Bayer aspirin can further reduce the risk of another heart attack.
Because my second chance matters.
Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Tonight's all about making comfort food easy. Just sprinkle in a packet of Hidden Valley Ranch and serve up a slice of something delicious. It's time to ranch out with the original Hidden Valley Ranch.
It's happening? It's happening.
Oh my God. It's official. We back in business. Tonight, ABC Funny is breaking in the new year with new comedy.
Full steam ahead.
First, we'd love to tell you what happens on Middle's Midnight Kiss, but our lips are sealed. Then, on a new Fresh.
My mom is coming. She wants to help me get ready for the baby.
Baby-proofing the house. It's nonsense. Honey burned herself in the fireplace 3 times. She learned. Yes.
Cheers to new ABC Funny tonight.
So to kick off 2018, the Huffington Post listed 29 things that we need to care about in 2018. Yeah. So they said it ranged from the people of Puerto Rico to having difficult conversations with people you may disagree with. What do you think people need to keep their eye on?
Well, today I would tell you that these protests going on in Iran are really important. There's very little that we can do as citizens, but it's very important to express solidarity with what's going on there. It's awe-inspiring. This is an autocratic regime. They are cruel. They've opened fire on these protests. There's now dozens of dead. You've seen the most inspiring visuals come out of there. Things like women standing up and refusing to wear the veil. Just, protesting, and you cannot stifle freedom for that long. At some point, hope will come back up. And so we've got to keep an eye on it. Iran protests, hashtags. Of course, they told Donald Trump to stay out of it and not to tweet. Of course he did, because telling him not to tweet is like telling a 5-year-old not to eat the candy. He can't help himself. He had to stick his 2 cents in it, you know, talking about what, I mean, just mind your own, stay where you are in Mar-a-Lago, keep playing golf.
I actually think it's important for the President of the United States, and not just him. You know, I think President Obama, I think President Bush should all express solidarity. What I didn't like him doing was turning this political by taking a shot at Obama and the Iran deal. There's a time and a place for that. Right now is the time and place to express solidarity.
Why does he always have
the
to
Iran
take
deal? The Iran deal gave more money to terrorism and nuclearize the Middle East. Is the main of all the things President Obama did that I disagree with. That was number one, and I actually think it's fine for the I'm much more comfortable with the president tweeting about what's going on in Iran than Mika Brzezinski's alleged facelift, quite frankly.
Well,
so we need to dictate what we want him to tweet about, because again, when you're talking about international incidents like this, which are of extreme historical significance right now, I think it's 100% totally
I thought
fine.
it was the Saudis who were really protecting terrorists. 9/11 came from there. Those terrorists came from Saudi Arabia. He's in bed with the Saudis all the time. So, I mean,
well, but to me right now, we really have to keep our focus on Iran, because if somehow they're able to get themselves free from these chains that bind them from this autocratic regime, it would be a huge game changer the world over.
And I think that's true in this country also. We can get away from him.
What's important, well, I think what's been striking to me, and we don't have the video, but of the woman standing in the public square taking off her hijab, which is truly a statement, because what's supposed to be empowering for Muslim women about wearing the hijab is your decision to do it or not. That's a very personal decision by most Muslim women, and in the United States you have the decision to do that. In Iran you must wear the hijab. Also, and so I think and they talked about the Me Too movement. What was so interesting is the movement that you've seen here across the United States by women. The women in Iran are saying, I want my freedom too, and I just think that is so powerful. So powerful.
I just think having any kind of conversation about moral relativism in a country where we couldn't be sitting here without our heads covered, where gay people are literally murdered and stoned to death in the same streets, and comparing it somehow to what's going on in the United States of America, for me, when we have these conversations somehow comparing the United States to Iran, that's where I end conversations and where I just leave, because I think it's ridiculous. But you just said we need to rise up against Trump in the same way, like Ayatollah Khomeini is somehow morally relative to President Trump. I think that's crazy.
It's not apples and apples. It's not equal. But we're on a very slippery slope in this country toward throwing democracy out the window every single day.
We have to defend the freedom of the press and civil rights here.
We do, but we're not being stoned in the street for being gay.
Not yet. They're completely. They're different things. I agree with you. I think the Ayatollah is in a completely different league. That being said, that doesn't mean that we don't stand up for our own rights, right?
It's a relative thing. It's not the same thing. It's something else. We have other reasons to protest in the streets in this country. And not the same as the hijab, and not the same as what the kind of thing we're talking about in Saudi Arabia and Iran. But we definitely have things to stand up against in this country right now.
And I think, it's sort of important. I think it's important to note that what is going on in Iran, one of the bases is people are protesting that they don't have the economic freedom that they need, that there's been a rise in cost for basic necessities, and 20 protesters have already been killed by the government. And so their right to protest is under attack. And that's the one thing that Trump did that I thought, well, if he weighed in about the protesters, in support of the protesters. And
that was nice.
I thought that was
nice of him.
That was
I wish
okay.
he would also give that when people are protesting here.
January 20th, there's a women's march in New York City. Let's see what he says about the protesters in New York on January 20th.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you think that part of the problem that we're having just as human beings is our inability to see what other people may be going through or what other people may be feeling? And is that one of the reasons we're seeing the crazy stuff that we're seeing from folks on YouTube? There's a YouTube star a very popular guy called Logan Paul, and he's apologizing after posting a video of a dead body in the so-called suicide forest in Japan. Now, he's taken it down. He's taken the video down, but he insists that he only did it to raise awareness about suicide prevention.
So he's a huge YouTube star, and when I say huge, I mean millions and millions and millions of people watch every single video he puts online. I used to work on a show where I interviewed Vine and YouTube stars.
Yes.
Make no mistake, these are highly influential people when it comes to your children.
I totally get it. But is this, I mean, if you're going to make statements about suicide prevention, wouldn't that be part of your showing?
Well, I think he's a complete and utter insensitive idiot. And if you watch the video, he starts laughing and his friends start laughing when they see a dead body hanging in the suicide forest. I watched Black Mirror. I binge watched the entire season over the break. It's a Netflix show basically about our dystopian future, where my fear right now is we become so disconnected from each other because of technology, with our insistence to video things, that you aren't responding in real time. And I think this is a perfect example of what happened. YouTube has been censoring some of the videos that have come out of Iran, which just goes to show you can put a video showing a dead body that just committed suicide and you can get, I believe, 600,000 likes before it's taken down. YouTube has to do a better job of censoring this type of thing.
But also people have to, people just have to have some damn common sense. This guy is just doing damage control now, pretending that he was doing suicide prevention. He went there looking for a dead body. He went to a place called Suicide Forest looking to film something like this to get the clip.
There's a big problem in Japan in this particular area, but I have to tell you, I wasn't sure how I felt about it when we talked, because I remember last year we were talking a lot, especially Sarah. She was very into 13 Reasons Why, right? Which was that show, Netflix, that also talked about suicide and showed a suicide, and we were talking about whether or not it glorified it or not. And my son watched it. I didn't know it, but he watched it, and I was kind of horrified. And then he said, no, I wanted to see it. It was important for me and my friends to talk about it.
But that's not what this is. That's not what this is.
Why is it so different?
Because you can't show it and laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, so I haven't seen this
and what
video.
If his family, what if the suicide victim's family didn't know he committed suicide and the first time they saw it was on YouTube? There are a lot of different levels of this that it's insane. Well, but the insensitivity of some people, especially, again, people who just are constantly trying to video things to begin with, I think is very dangerous.
I didn't know he laughed during it.
Well, yeah, it goes along with, there is also, I forget what, it's Newsweek, I think. No. It was trying to get people to read this story, I guess, on what we think is the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Martin Luther King. And they put a picture of Dr. King in the casket.
Yeah.
Now, his daughter saw it and said, what the hell? Yeah. So have we become a nation that is so insensitive that it would never occur to us that maybe showing a dead body hanging from a tree might not be the best way to discuss suicide prevention when you're snickering when you begin to talk about it?
I think people are looking for the clicks and the links. And how do we get people to, how do we get the eyes?
Newsweek was Dr. King. What does that say about
the saddest part about Newsweek, I used to work at Newsweek in college, and it's some of the best experiences of my life. It used to be a really premier news organization, and now it is clickbait garbage.
Well, let's take a break, and then we'll come back, because I'm interested in this idea. We'll be right back.
Dear January, we're sorry. We've made you all diets and cleanses. Thing is, food isn't a resolution. It's fuel for our resolutions. Fuel to power us. Made for us. It's whole grains, fruit and iron, protein, almonds, and quinoa. Food that keeps us strong. January, you deserve better. You're not a bad month. You're our beginning. Special K.
Hey, this one looks empty. It's a sensor. It's fine.
May I help you?
Oh, yeah. We just noticed your lawn here needed a little,
What my lawn needs is for you nitwits to get off of it, okay? Bye-bye.
Does your floodlight prevent crime? Ours does. Introducing Floodlight Cam by Ring. Learn more at ring.com.
My friend Susie cracks me up. But one laugh, and hello, sensitive bladder. Ring a bell? Then you have to try Always Discreet. I didn't think protection this thin could work, but the super absorbent core turns liquid to gel for incredible protection that's surprisingly thin. So it's out of sight and out of mind. Hey! Always discreet for bladder leaks. Also in liners.
Nick was born to move. 3 toddlers won't stop him, and neither will lower back pain. Because at a Dr. Scholl's kiosk, he got a recommendation for a custom-fit orthotic to relieve his foot, knee, or lower back pain from being on his feet. Dr. Scholl's, born to move.
When my smile's bright, I feel ready to shine. Some whitening toothpaste only removes surface stains. Colgate Optic White High Impact White is different. It has hydrogen peroxide to whiten 4 shades for a visibly whiter smile. Trust your smile to Colgate Optic White.
Help control cravings and lose weight with Contrave. It's FDA approved to help adults who are overweight or struggle with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Contrave is believed to work on 2 areas of the brain, your hunger center.
I'm so hungry.
And your reward system.
Ice cream. French fries.
To help control cravings. 1 ingredient in Contrave may increase suicidal thoughts or actions in some children, teens, and young adults in the first few months. Serious side effects are mood changes like depression and mania, seizures, increased blood pressure or heart rate, liver damage, glaucoma, allergic reactions, and hypoglycemia. Not for patients with uncontrolled blood pressure, seizure history, anorexia, bulimia, drug or alcohol withdrawal, on bupropion, opioids, MAOIs, allergy to the ingredients, or pregnant. May cause nausea, constipation, headache, and vomiting. Reduce hunger, help control cravings with Contrave. Now you can talk to a doctor online and get free shipping at getcontravenow.com.
How's your cafe au lait? Oh, it's okay, can we... Get back!
That milk in your coffee was messing with you, wasn't it? Try Lactate. It's real milk without that annoying lactose. Good, right?
Yeah.
Lactate, the milk that doesn't mess with you.
Cheers to a new year. Start with a new look for your home at Ashley Home Store's New Year's Savings Bash. Get up to 30% off or choose 72 months no interest. Save on stylish beds and sectionals for ultimate relaxation. Start the year with a new Serta iComfort or Tempur-Pedic mattress set starting at $18 a month. Plus upgrade to a power base for an additional $10 a month. Celebrate and save at the #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer in North America, Ashley Home Store. This is home.
I had this chest cold, but my medicine kept wearing off. I missed you. Then I discovered Mucinex. 1 pill lasts 12 hours, and I'm good.
Why take 4-hour medicine? 1 Mucinex lasts 12 hours. Let's end this.
When I found out that the truth was finally gonna come out...
There's been a violent attack on an American athlete.
We all heard Nancy cry. Wow, this is insane. Have you ever apologized to Nancy? Enough apologizing.
First, the astonishing movie. Now, the special everyone will be talking about.
Oh, brother.
Truth and Lies, the Tanya Harding story. Thursday, January 11th at 9/8 Central on ABC.
We just wanted to finish up the conversation about, lack of empathy. I mean, how do we combat that? Because, we have all of these devices and, as you talked about Black Mirror, that's what it's all about, telling us, warning us of these things.
Well, you're talking about that you become inured to the tragedy that you're looking at, is right? Isn't that what we were...
I think it might be more than that, because we may have the first generation that doesn't feel anything about it. Well, they don't have it doesn't make them go when they see this.
That is true. We used to talk about that before, that video games was going to do that, with all the shooting and everything. And I think as parents, we really need to be very careful and make sure that our children do cringe and do have empathy, because they're so desensitized.
But they need to know the difference between fantasy and reality.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking during the break that during the Vietnam War, that was the first war they started to televise.
That's right.
And you saw these boys getting shot. Yeah. And I think that people became either inured to the tragedy or became outraged.
Well, it's also how we changed the world with the civil rights movement, because people for the first time saw people getting hit with water cannons and going, wait a minute, those are children, those are people. Right. So I didn't mean to cut you off.
But you were asking, what can we do? And to me, 2017 was a year where America realized the power of the purse and just how much power you can wield By contacting advertisers, by turning off subscriptions, by turning on subscriptions to things you support. We saw it on the sexual harassment issues. We saw it with Nordstrom.
Yeah.
I had a great excuse to go buy more shoes. So listen, you don't like what Newsweek is doing? Cancel your subscription. You don't like what this YouTube guy is doing? Don't watch him.
Why did you
Don't
buy
like
more
him.
stuff at Nordstrom? I missed that.
Because Trump attacked Nordstrom's. Really, I'm like a platinum member right now.
Wasn't it because Ivanka was selling her shoes there and people were
And they
ticked at
pulled the
that?
shoes, I think.
Because they stopped selling her shoes, and then he got ticked at them. So then he tweeted against them, and so I went off and bought shoes.
Oh, I see. So,
Okay, you understand the logic?
Well, speaking of him, you know, last week the New York Times sat down with the current dude in the White House, and they had a wide-ranging interview. Did anything jump out?
Yes.
Just that he was doing an interview with the New York Times to begin with. He did it with journalist Michael Schmidt. And, you know, I call the New York Times the New York Slimes. He calls them the crooked New York Times. He called them out in rallies. Oh, yeah, I hate the New York Times, as all good Republicans do. But I'm fascinated that he loves the press so much, it doesn't even matter. I mean, the New York Times is something he would say at a rally to get the crowd riled up, and now you're sitting down for a pretty unyielding interview.
Actually, he said for 26 times or 16 times, there's no collusion. There's no collusion. There's no collusion, which is Spanish for there's collusion.
Listen, when I read the interview, first of all, it was
Colusión.
number one. Yeah. How can the staff allow this to happen impromptu?
true.
I mean, this is a guy. He's 71 years old, but you need to treat him like he's 71 days old. He needs constant adult supervision. And then it was all over the place. This interview. I mean, I would, if I didn't know better, I would have thought that he was in that bus with Randy Kay smoking whatever she was smoking, because it was crazy.
was
and then
very
it came out.
freewheeling.
He had said 24 false claims, which is another word for lies, in a 30-minute interview. I keep saying I want the President of the United States to try to be truthful and hold up the integrity
He can't
of the
help
office.
it. He just is a pathological liar. It's almost like something he can't control at this point.
You know what?
He sounds like a crazy person on the subway, I swear.
It was very freewheeling, and there wasn't a lot of form to it. What struck me was he said he has the absolute right to do what he wants with the Department of Justice. And I thought, are you kidding me? You don't have the absolute right. Department of Justice, there's a system of justice. And then Eric Holder, our former AG, says, wrong. Trump doesn't have absolute rights with DOJ, but women and men there have absolute duty to follow the Constitution and the rule of law, and they will.
Well, see, this is what I mean,
love
Megan, when I say we're on a slippery slope. That's a good example of it. Right there.
He thinks he can do anything.
Yeah. Another thing that struck me from that interview was how many times he referred to watching something on TV. Hi, Donald. You watching us now?
He might. Someone said to me at one of my shows, how come Donald doesn't go after you girls at The View? I said, I think he's scared of us. What is he going to say about us? He can't get me. He's going to say, I'm old? I'm okay, I'm old. You're fat? Yeah, okay, I'm fat. You're stupid? I've heard that before. You're not funny, you have no talent. He said all of that about me already, so keep it coming, Donald.
Well, before we go to break, we want to say sad goodbye to Erica Garner. She was the daughter of Eric Garner, who became a powerful voice in the Black Lives Matter movement after the death of her dad. She was only 27. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Just like magic, Progressive gives you options based on your budget.
You ever feel like cliche foil characters scheming against a top insurer for no reason? Nah. So, why don't we like Flo? She has the name your price tool and we want it. But why? Why don't we actually do any work?
Why do you only own one suit?
It's just the way it is, underdeveloped office character.
You're right. Thanks, Bill.
No, you're Bill, I'm Tom. You know what? No one cares.
Fast-acting ZzzQuil liquid caps help you fall asleep fast. Like, stop staring at the clock fast. Like, stop worrying about your boss fast. Like, wow, you're already asleep fast. When life keeps you up, ZzzQuil helps you fall asleep in as little as 20 minutes.
What makes a sauce ragu? Is it our 80-year heritage? Or is it the fresh taste born of farm-grown ingredients? Actually, it's both. Only then do you get to be called ragu. simmered in tradition.
Introducing Clorox with Chloromax. Cleans and now protects. Easier cleanup is the beginning. What comes next is everything.
Would you like for your loved ones to never have to worry about money for the rest of their lives? It's the Publishers Clearinghouse $5,000 a week forever prize. Win, and you get $5,000 a week for your life. Then after that, someone you choose gets $5,000 a week for their life. Leave the ultimate legacy for your family. Watch your mail or go to pch.com and enter. February 23rd, you could win $5,000 a week forever.
These birds, once affected by oil, are heading back home thanks to Dawn. Rescue workers only trust Dawn because it's tough on grease yet gentle.
I am home, I am home, I am home.
Today we're finally getting our bathtub redone. We weren't happy with it.
Oh, we didn't want the headaches of demolition.
Or the days without our bathroom. Then a friend told us about Bath Fitter and their unique tub-over-tub process. There's no demolition, and they install in as little as a day. They also have a seamless wall for a watertight fit. And Bath Fitter has a lifetime guarantee. What a difference. Finally, a bathtub I love.
Call today or learn more at bathfitter.com.
He always said that they would come for us, and we were all gonna die.
Now, 25 years later, Truth and Lies.
This is David Koresh.
Waco, Thursday on ABC.
We all need to pay attention to what we eat, but nobody more than expectant moms. Pregnant women need folic acid, like you'd find in leafy green vegetables and citrus fruits, and iron, as in meats and fish. They need to build up their calcium and vitamin D levels for strong bones and teeth. And expectant moms should think about adding more protein to their diets for healthy muscles.
The Health Watch 16 report, today at 5 on WNEP. Sponsored by Geisinger Health System.
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
You can get your weather reports from WNEP just by talking to Alexa. If you have any Amazon device that has Alexa, like Echo, Dot, Fire TV, you can get the latest forecast from the Storm Tracker 16 team of meteorologists. After you set it up, just say, Alexa, what's my flash briefing?
Here's your flash briefing. From WNEP, here is your weather.
Hi folks, it's your boy Snedeker here from Newswatch 16. Hey, today a little warmer, better, partly sunny.
For help with setup, go to WNEP.com/Alexa.
Oh my God, I heard somebody singing. Okay. So the new season of The Bachelor premiered last night. And apparently history was made for the very first time ever because there apparently is a contestant with, okay, are you ready? Short hair. Okay. Oh my God. People are totally flipping out because she has short hair and no drawers on.
She's gorgeous.
So cute girl.
She's gorgeous.
Wow. Okay.
Why don't they like her hair? What's wrong with her?
I totally don't know, but
What
I
if you knew?
guess.
Make
But
it
if
up.
I knew,
Yeah.
I would say it's because guys really prefer girls with long hair. And see, mine is in the middle because I don't care. But I mean.
Oh my
Does
God.
any of this matter to anybody?
I picked up my husband with short hair.
All right. How much did he weigh? Oh my God. Oh my God. That was so funny.
I think
Okay.
he prefers it that way, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell you some of the most beautiful women on TV, some of the most beautiful women ever have short hair? How about Halle Berry?
Halle.
Katy Perry sporting, she looks like Tinkerbell lately. She looks absolutely, gorgeous. So
it's all fine.
Guys, it's not about the hair.
They're not
Just
exactly,
work whatever
they're not
God gives
exactly
you.
doing that to attract a man. They're doing it for their careers.
And it's easier.
because they like it.
It's easier, I thought.
And like Bachelor fans say they're already found this season's villain. And her name is Chelsea. Oh my God, take a look.
We only have a short amount of time, so...
I'm a Libra. I understand that I'm in a sea of beautiful women and they could possibly get mad at me, but I don't care. My whole life is just about...
Hey guys.
Hi.
Could I steal some time?
Sure. Well, let's finish later.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk to each other soon.
So great talking.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
All right.
What is going on? Explain what happened there. What's going on?
When you do that voice,
I don't get this show. Don't they? They're just meeting. How do they fall in love so quickly?
Television.
Power of cameras.
Look, it's a telenovela / reality show in English.
That's right.
I don't.
This bachelor's from Scottsdale, though, so I always support people from Arizona. Go on
he's a
TV
cutie.
in general.
He's a cutie. I have to say,
there's never any plus-size girls on The Bachelor. There's never any diversity of the actual Bachelor. Like, my biggest problem with this show is, like, when I was single, when people were trying to set me up, whatever, I was like, anything and everything, I love I'm attracted to everyone.
Right.
And I think most people are like that, and it just seems like they put people in a box, and there's no black bachelors, and I don't know, that's my problem with this show.
Yeah.
It's not enough diversity of women or men.
But there was a black bachelorette.
There was a black bachelorette.
Yes. And it was all about that.
Right.
It's so weird. Anyway, I think we have to go for a break or something.
Yeah.
But we'll be back. Bye.
Come on! You know this is the only place in daytime dishing out the hottest topics.
It is up to all of us to continue the conversation.
This is a cultural revolution.
That's my opening statement if I'm a prosecutor. Boom, case made. Tell us more, Joy. I'm sick of it.
She's sick of it.
So grab your phone and join the conversation.
I'd love to see that. Boom.
And don't miss The View on ABC.
From our crazy delicious family to yours. Crave those crazy squares.
Cheers, it's a new year. Start with a new look for your home at Ashley Home Store's New Year's Savings Bash. Get up to 30% off or choose 72 months no interest on new styles for every room of your home. Right now at Ashley Home Store, this is home.
Wake up to great tasting flavor. Belvita breakfast biscuits. Flavors like delicious blueberry or decadent chocolate, gently baked in a tasty biscuit. Belvita breakfast biscuits. It's time to taste the day.
1 year ago today, Mom started searching for her words, and my brother Ray and I started searching for answers.
When it's time to navigate in-home care, follow that Bright Star. Because Bright Star Care earns the same accreditation as the best hospitals. And Bright Star Care means an RN will customize a plan that evolves with Mom's changing needs.
Because Dad made us promise we'd keep Mom at home.
Call 844-4BRIGHT-STAR for your free home care planning guide.
Looking to lose weight this year? Try FDA-approved Ally. For every 5 pounds you lose, Ally can help you lose 2 to 3 more by preventing about 25% of the fat you eat from being absorbed. For the only FDA-approved OTC weight loss aid, try Ally.
Around here, I'm lucky to get through a shift without a disaster.
Heads up.
Woo. You know what? My bargain detergent couldn't keep up. It was mostly water. So I switched to Tide Pods. They're super concentrated, so I get a better clean. I mean, I give away water for free. I'm not about to pay for it in my detergent.
#1 trusted, #1 awarded. It's gotta be Tide. And for a plant-based clean, try Tide Pure Clean.
Did you know you don't have to get your glasses where you get your eyes examined? At VisionWorks, we have the most frames of anyone. So bring us your prescription and find a pair of glasses that fit your style and your budget. It's all about helping you be a better you. VisionWorks.
I'm Mark, and I quit smoking with Chantix. I tried cold turkey. I tried the patches. I was tired and I was fed up. I wanted to try something different.
Along with support, Chantix Varenicline is proven to help people quit smoking.
Chantix reduced my urge to smoke.
Compared to the nicotine patch, Chantix helps significantly more people quit smoking. When you try to quit smoking, with or without Chantix, you may have nicotine withdrawal symptoms. Some people had changes in behavior or thinking, aggression, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, or suicidal thoughts or actions with Chantix. Serious side effects may include seizures, new or worse heart or blood vessel problems, sleepwalking, or allergic and skin reactions, which can be life-threatening. Stop Chantix and get help right away if you have any of these. Tell your healthcare provider if you've had depression or other mental health problems. Decrease alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution when driving or operating machinery. The most common side effect is nausea.
I'm finally free of smoking.
Ask your doctor if Chantix is right for you. Many insurance plans cover Chantix for a low or $0 copay.
She's really something.
She thinks she knows everything.
Well, I do!
Action.
Worship me.
Blackish is nominated for 2 Golden Globes.
If you're good, you're good.
And tonight, an all-new Blackish is back to work.
It's called maternity leave for a reason. You do something maternal, and then you leave.
New Blackish, tonight 9/8 Central on ABC.
Welcome back. Apparently losing weight is always one of the biggest New Year's resolutions, but researchers say dropping pounds will not make people any happier than they are right now.
You know, whenever I read that, I went out and ate a whole chunk of Jarlsberg. It's like, why isn't... what's the motivation? What is the motivation?
I don't know what that is.
Cheese.
Oh.
Cheese. Jarlsberg cheese.
I gotta tell you, I disagree with this. Look, I have been dieting my entire life. I will be dieting my entire life, sometimes more successfully than others. Fitting into clothes I don't fit into makes me happy. It's like you're going shopping in your closet and you don't spend any money.
Yeah, but it's short-lived, though. It doesn't really...
Well, yes, because, I mean, I've learned, do not throw away your fat clothes because then you will be naked, you know, a few months afterwards.
But the point they're making is that it's a superficial thing, and it's about, you know, as my friend Lewis always says, it's an inside job. You got to fix your way of looking at the world and your psychology. It's not about being fat or thin.
Superficiality is so underrated. Like buying a pair of shoes. It's superficial.
It only lasts for that moment, though.
Well, I'm a total yo-yoer, too. I can go way up and way down. And a few years ago, I really focused and I lost a ton of weight. And I was with a trainer, and the only drink I was allowed to have was clear vodka, and I had a very strict diet and all this stuff. I've never been more miserable. I couldn't go out, I couldn't socialize, and I had no sex drive. And I was like, life is too short for this crap at the gym all day long. And then I said, forget it.
Why clear vodka?
There's something about having, the only drink I was allowed was 1 clear vodka soda a night. And I was like, this is terrible.
One time I tried juicing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then I realized that the only way the juices were drinkable is if I added vodka to them, right? So, like the coconut one, I wanted to put rum into, the carrot one, I wanted to put vodka.
Yeah, it's like,
you know, how do you juice?
I'm giving up drinking alcohol for the whole month of January.
I think I'm doing it too. I started yesterday.
Check with me in a week, see if I do.
I know, I don't know if I can do
it.
No, I never want to point out that we've been down this road before.
Wait, did you ever do it successfully?
Yes, 1 month I did, and I lost 5 pounds just by not drinking wine.
Really?
Yeah. But
I'll do it with you.
All right. One diuretic will do that too, you know. 5 pounds in one day.
I know.
Yesterday I downloaded a book on the paleo diet, this Paleolithic caveman diet.
I've done that. I've lost a lot of weight on it.
From where?
Yeah.
I mean, your hair?
I was heavier before. I was heavier before.
This one, she can't take it when you say you're heavy. She can't. Tell them how much weight you gained.
I lost the weight. Well, I gained 70 pounds with my first pregnancy and 60 pounds with my second. And I lost the weight doing that paleo diet. It's the caveman diet.
Yeah, but I gained 60 pounds with your first pregnancy.
But wait a second. Before we went on the break, you told me that you had gained weight this year on The View, because The View makes you fat.
This damn View.
This place makes you fat.
View.
Brian, am I right or wrong?
I thought we were blaming it on Trump.
No, it's not
it's
Trump.
The View.
It's The View. I don't know what
I
it is
gained 10
about
pounds
this
on this show.
Everybody gets fat here.
It's all that breakfast they put.
Very stressful.
I think we should just focus on body positivity and what everyone wants to look like and feel like. And honestly, we have Ashley Graham coming on, who's the #1 plus size model in the world. She has made me feel so good. She has a great line of swimsuits for plus size girls. So I think we should focus on body positivity.
I was wondering if an electric toothbrush really cleans better than a manual, and my hygienist says it does, but they're not all the same. Who knew? I had no idea. So she said, look for one that's shaped like a dental tool with a round brush head.
Go pro with Oral-B. Oral-B's rounded brush head surrounds each tooth to gently remove more plaque. And unlike Sonicare, Oral-B is the only electric toothbrush brand accepted by the American Dental Association for its effectiveness and safety.
My mouth feels so clean. I'll only use an Oral-B.
Oral-B. Brush like a pro.
Oh, Mom. Making them eat their favorite snack in the back seat. Whatever happened to eating at the table?
That's what cup holders are for.
Would you like to win the Publishers Clearinghouse $5,000 a week forever prize? $5,000 a week for your life. Then after that, someone you choose gets $5,000 a week for their life. Enter at PCH.com and February 23rd, win forever.
Introducing the brand new South Beach Diet. I'm Jesse James Decker, and if y'all want to know how I stay in shape, I do it with the South Beach Diet.
Lose up to 9 pounds and 3 inches overall in your first 2 weeks. Order your 28-day plan today with fully prepared meals delivered to your door. Breakfast, lunches, dinners, even snacks.
I lost 38 pounds.
It's healthy weight loss, easy to follow, and it works.
I lost 30 pounds on the South Beach Diet.
South Beach is a low-carb, low-sugar, high-protein program that burns fat and transforms your metabolism.
I lost 24 pounds.
Order your 28-day plan right now and receive a week of our all-new South Beach Complete Shakes free. They're packed with 20 grams of protein, no added sugar, a great source of probiotics, vitamins, and they taste great. Call or go online in the next 2 minutes and we'll even throw in free FedEx shipping. Lose up to 9 pounds and 3 inches overall in your first 2 weeks.
Trust me, the South Beach Diet works. Call or click right now.
Call 833-807-SAND or go to southbeachdiet.com and get 1 week of shakes free.
Nick was born to move. 3 toddlers won't stop him, and neither will lower back pain. Because at a Dr. Scholl's kiosk, he got a recommendation for our custom-fit orthotic to relieve his foot, knee, or lower back pain from being on his feet. Dr. Scholl's, born to move.
Lots of vitamins A and C, and only 50 calories a serving. Good morning indeed. V8, the original way to fuel your day.
My wife got me to be a devoted vegetarian, except for every ladies' night.
Only Glad has Force Flex to prevent rips, leaks, and punctures, so whatever you throw in the bag stays in the bag. Be happy, it's Glad.
The day after chemo might mean a trip back to the doctor's office, just for a shot. But why go back there when you can stay home with Neulasta Onpro?
Strong chemo can put you at risk of serious infection, which could lead to hospitalizations. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Applied the day of chemo, Neulasta Onpro is designed to deliver Neulasta the next day, so you can stay home. Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to Neulasta or Neupogen, filgrastim. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal as well as serious lung problems, allergic reactions, kidney injuries, and capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
So why go back there? If you'd rather be home, ask your doctor about Neulasta Onpro.
At least I can sit back and relax.
He wants comfort, she wants style. Duo by Lazy Boy has both. Wow. Combining stylish design with the power to recline. Introducing Duo by Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Friends, meet the righteous soul who will save the world. Probably.
Kevin Probably Saves the World returns all new tonight on ABC, streaming now and on demand.
So, you know, it's nice to be back. We've been away for a while, so we're thrilled that you watched. We're thrilled that you came. We want you all to have a great day and take a little time to enjoy the view.
Police have found the car, but not the driver in a car.